Hello guys, in this video you will be learning how to create your own free virtual private server using AWS, and then how you can connect to the server either with Kali Linux or PuTTY. For this to happen, you will need an AWS account. If you don't have an account, kindly go to this link. This link will also be provided in the description below. Alright, so you will be provided with this interface as you have here. If you don't have an account, when you try to sign into the console or log in, you will be provided with a means to create an account. The process is very simple. But if you have an account or you've created an account, go ahead and log in. Now, depending on your settings, your interface might be different, but I have here as my dashboard. Basically, what we are looking for is this EC2, link here. If you don't have it on your dashboard, you can also come here and search for it. You can search for EC2, and you also have the option to go to it. All right, so let's go to dashboard, the EC2 dashboard, because that is what we need to create our own free virtual private server. All right, when you look here, you see instances running. I currently have no instances or any instance running at the moment. Now, what you need to do is you need to launch an instance. So you come down here, you click on launch instance, and then you will need to provide the name for your server. I'm going to name it my free VPS like this, and then you will be provided with the options. So we are going to choose Ubuntu as the machine image that our server will be running on. All right, and as you can see, this is free tier eligible. So this is exactly what we are looking for. Okay. Now you will be asked to create a key pair. A key pair is used for logging into your server. So we are going to, I don't have any key pair created, so I'm going to create a new key pair. I'm going to give it a key pair name. I'm going to name it free key. All right, and then you want to choose .ppk, because at the end of this video we will be using PuTTY to create a connection to our server, and PuTTY uses the .ppk private key. All right, so create key pair, and when you click on that, it will be downloaded as freekey.ppk, and that is all you need to do about creating the key pair. Now you come down to where you have network settings, and then you basically leave the create security group. It will create a new security group for you. And what you want to do is you want to allow HTTPS traffic from the internet and also allow HTTP traffic. All right. Then you also have the option of configuring your volume or your size. As a free tier, we are eligible for 30 gig, but we can decide to leave it at 8, or we can choose 15. I'll put 15 here, and then basically then you look at the summary here. So we are creating one instance, and the software image we want is Ubuntu version 22, and then we are creating a new security group, and then we are uh, selecting a 15 gigabyte of space for it, and then all you need to do now is launch instance, and then your instance will be created. Okay, so successfully initiated launch of instance. So this is the instance. Um, Now let's go to this instance. What I did is I just clicked on this ID, or you can come here over to where you have connect to your instance and click connect to instance. Basically takes you to the same place. Now when you come here, you click on this. This is the my free VPS that I just created, and this is the instance ID. All right. So this is the public IP. This is what we'll need to uh, establish a shell connection like SSH from our remote computer to this particular server we just created. Or you can just click on the ID, it will still give you the IP in detail and more details about your server. What you can do is you can copy this, and then we see that our platform is Ubuntu. All right. Now, in order for us to connect to this server that we just created, we are going to use a tool that is called PuTTY. Over to this tab, I have it here. So you can go on Google and type PuTTY, PuTTY, and then probably the first link you have is putty.org, and we want to click that link. Then you will be prompted to download PuTTY, and you have the page here. You can either choose to install it as a Microsoft installer, or you want to just download a standalone where you can move it around in whatever directory you choose. So you can either click this or click on this one to download. Either one is fine. I already have it installed on my computer, so we'll go ahead and connect to the server we just created. All right, I'm on my computer desktop. I'm going to open PuTTY at the moment. All right, so this is the interface you have when you open PuTTY that you just downloaded or installed, whichever one you chose to do. Now remember the key pair we generated. This is where we are going to need it. But before then, you remember the public IP address of our server that we copied. We are going to come here and write Ubuntu at then the IP address that we copied, which is this. And then since we are connecting using a private key, we need to come to this connection, SSH here. Then we need to go to auth, okay, and then we need to click on credentials. So when you come here, you see this private key file for authentication. This is where you will be able to select the private key that you just created on AWS. Now you remember I created the free key.ppk, right? So I will go ahead and click it and open it. Now this is our authentication credential. Remember our login details is provided here. So all we need to do now is click on open. It's going to ask you if you trust this machine or whatever, you're going to accept. Okay, let me enlarge it here. So you can see that we have successfully created a virtual private server hosted on AWS, and then we have connected successfully from our remote machine. You can decide to check the content, ls, and mind you, you can create whatever you want on this server. It's all yours now. You can decide to run another service on it, or you can even make directory, for example, my free directory and create it. Is created. So we can cd into my free directory. All right. So basically your server is created and then you have full access to it. All right. If you've made it this far and you've enjoyed the video so far, please give us a thumbs up and then follow the channel. This will enable us to create more content like this for you. Otherwise, see you in the next video.